Okay, so what we have here, having created an alternative calendar for the Carpenter Appy, and you can see there, because we created that alternative calendar, it has pushed this task out by a day, because it's 1 hour per day. He gets the extra hour on Fridays, so it's 1, 2, 3, there's an extra 3 hours, so it pushes into the Monday. But let's say that during our planning we decide that the particular company here has its own calendar. And if you look at the resource sheet over here, you'll see that we're working on the standard calendar, which is 8 hours a day, 5 days a week, 40 hours per week, etc., etc., except of course for our special Carpenter Appy. Okay, so our Carpenter Appy is on a special calendar there. That's fine, but we're going to create an alternative calendar, and his calendar, as far as I'm aware, will overwrite that. Okay, so he'll work on the new calendar, which we're going to call remodel, because remember, MS Project gives you only 3 standard calendars. We're going to add a 4th one, and his extra hour on a Friday, I think, still applies. We'll check that, maybe not. So let's go and create that, and we need to do that by going to report and change working time. And there are 2 things I'm going to do with this calendar. I'm going to add a couple of days off. Let's say this company does celebrate a few days off, and I'm not talking about public holidays. Those would be planned in anyway. We haven't done that, but we're going to create a new calendar here. So 2 things I said, sorry, a couple of days off, and of course different shift times, and that's going to take it way off the baseline. So we're going to call this the remodel calendar. Make a copy of the standard. So as things stand, it is a perfect copy of the standard. But let's say in 2024, the 24th of January is going to be a special remembrance, okay, day, and we're going to make that a non-working day. Well, it is default non-working. So there, it's changed color. So there's a day off. Okay, but then in terms of work weeks, we're going to add some new shifts. So from Monday through to Friday, okay, we're going to use specific working times. Let's say it's from 0500, okay, until let's say 10, okay, in the morning. That's the first shift. All right, so 10 a.m. and then we'll say from 12. All right, it's going to be interesting to see if our Carpenter Appy is going to overwrite this. Let's see, 12, I think it will, till let's say 17, and then a third shift from 19 till 2300. Okay, so this is a fairly robust calendar, lots of work happening. All right, and from Monday through Friday, and you will see here they're the 3 times on any day of the week. Of course, 24th there's no work. So that's what I've done for the remodel calendar. Click on OK. It doesn't apply yet, but watch here. Let's just have a look at the project. Let's go back and let's see how it changes radically. So if I go down here and choose the remodel calendar, I apply it. Wow, now let's have a look here. Way off the baseline. It's going to finish way before, because they're working much harder. So it's going to finish on the 13th. Okay, all right, but let's just go back to our friend here, the Carpenter Appy. Double click and let's look at his working time. And on Fridays, yeah, he's still got his own, but it's now synergized the 2. So he's got Wednesday the 24th off, and normally he works the 3 shifts, but here he works only the 2 shifts, and you can go back and change that, but that's fine. So that's sorted. Of course, we're going to have to reset the baseline now, so we'll go back to project, set baseline, and I'm going to overwrite the old baseline. There we go. Now it looks better. It's going to finish a whole lot earlier. Well done. Here endeth the lesson.